Alright, buckle up, food lovers. Welcome to the channel where we celebrate all things delicious. Today, we're heading north, strapping on our appetites, and diving headfirst into the glorious, messy, and totally unique world of Canadian food. Yeah, you heard me right, Canadian food. We're talking gut-busting classics, sweet treats that'll make your teeth sing, and street eats that'll have you licking your fingers. So grab a fork, loosen your belt a notch, and get ready to explore the Great White North, one delicious bite at a time. And hey, while you're at it, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tasty adventures coming your way. Let's get this Canadian food party started. Okay, first up, we gotta start with the heavyweight champ, the king of Canadian comfort food, the one and only Poutine. We're talking a mountain of crispy, golden brown French fries, smothered in a blanket of fresh, squeaky cheese curds. And if that wasn't enough to send you into a food coma, we're gonna drown the whole glorious mess in rich, piping hot gravy. Now, some folks might say it's just a mess of carbs and cheese, and you know what? They ain't wrong. But trust me, it's the kind of delicious mess that'll have you coming back for more. Every bite is an explosion of textures and flavors. The crispy fries, the chewy cheese curds that squeak between your teeth, and that savory gravy tying it all together. Listen, there's a reason why poutine is a national treasure in Canada. It's the perfect food for any occasion. Late night snack attack? Poutine's got your back. Hair of the dog after a long night? Poutine's your best friend. Need to warm up on a cold winter's day? Poutine's like a warm hug for your insides. So, next time you find yourself north of the border, do yourself a favor and find the nearest poutine joint. Alright, let's switch gears and talk about something sweet. And when it comes to Canadian desserts, it doesn't get much more iconic than the butter tart. These little guys are like sunshine baked into a pastry. Picture this, a flaky, buttery pastry shell filled with a gooey, sweet, and slightly tangy filling that's just the right amount of richness. Now, the beauty of a butter tart is in its simplicity. We ain't talking about some fussy, over-the-top dessert here. It's all about good quality ingredients and a whole lot of love. The perfect butter tart should have a crispy crust that crumbles just right when you bite into it, and the filling should be smooth and velvety, with just a hint of chewiness. But here's where things get interesting, folks. The great Canadian butter tart debate: raisins or no raisins. Some folks think raisins in a butter tart are an abomination. But then you got the raisin renegades who believe those little dried grapes add a touch of sweetness and texture that just can't be beat. At the end of the day, it's about enjoying a damn good dessert. Alright, for all you dessert lovers out there who are short on time but big on flavor, let me introduce you to your new best friend, the Nanaimo bar. Named after the beautiful city of Nanaimo in British Columbia, these no-bake beauties are like a party in your mouth, and everyone's invited. First, you got your base, a crumbly, buttery graham cracker crust. That's the perfect foundation for all the goodness to come. Then you got that creamy, dreamy custard filling, sweet, rich, and oh so satisfying. And finally, to top it all off, a layer of decadent chocolate that just sends these bars straight over the top. Just mix, press, chill, and devour. And the best part, Nanaimo bars are infinitely customizable. So next time you're craving a sweet treat that's both delicious and effortless, skip the store-bought cookies and whip up a batch of Nanaimo bars. Alright, let's get savory again, folks. We're heading to Quebec, the heart of French Canada, for a taste of tradition with a dish that's as comforting as it is delicious. Tourtière. Now, imagine this, a flaky, golden brown pie crust, but instead of sweet fruit filling, we're stuffing it with a savory mixture of ground meat, onions, spices, and sometimes even potatoes. Traditionally, tourtière is made with minced pork, but you can find variations with beef, veal, or even game meat like venison. Each family has their own secret recipe passed down through generations, but one thing remains consistent: the deep, savory flavors that'll warm you from the inside out. So, next time you're looking for a taste of Quebec, or just a comforting meal that'll stick to your ribs, give tourtière a try. Alright folks, it's time to talk about a true Canadian staple, a bread that's been fueling people for generations. Bannock. This ain't your fancy sourdough or artisanal baguette. This is simple, humble bread that's as versatile as it is delicious. Now, bannock holds a special place in Indigenous cuisine. It's a traditional food that's been enjoyed for centuries, and it represents resilience, resourcefulness, and a deep connection to the land. Traditionally, it was cooked over an open fire, but nowadays you can find it baked, fried, or even cooked on a griddle. So, next time you're looking for a taste of history and a delicious, versatile bread, give bannock a try. Alright, meat lovers, this one's for you. Forget that thinly sliced crispy bacon you're used to. We're talking about its bigger, bolder cousin, pea-meal bacon. Known to some as Canadian bacon, this ain't your average breakfast side. It's a star player in its own right. Now we're talking about cured pork loin that's been trimmed, wet cured, and then rolled in cornmeal. That's right, cornmeal. It gives the bacon a unique texture and a slightly sweet, nutty flavor that'll make your taste buds sing. And the best part? Pea-meal bacon is incredibly versatile. You can fry it up until it's crispy and golden brown, grill it for a smoky flavor, or even bake it in the oven for a crowd. It's delicious on its own, sandwiched between 2 slices of bread, or crumbled over salads and pizzas. So next time you're craving bacon, skip the regular stuff and go for the gold pea-meal bacon. Alright, folks, get ready for a sugar rush, because we're about to dive into a Canadian classic that's as fun to eat as it is to say beaver tails. Now, don't worry, no actual beavers were harmed in the making of this delicious treat. We're talking about a fried dough pastry that's stretched out flat, resembling a beaver's tail, hence the name. These bad boys are made with whole wheat flour, giving them a slightly sweet and nutty flavor that pairs perfectly with the endless topping possibilities. Think Nutella, cinnamon sugar, whipped cream, fresh fruit, the list goes on. It's the perfect combination of textures and flavors, and it's guaranteed to satisfy your sweet tooth. So, next time you see a beaver tail stand, don't be shy. Grab yourself 1 or 2 and experience the magic for yourself. Alright folks, let's talk bagels. But not just any bagels. We're talking about the pride of Montreal, the bagels that are boiled in honey-sweetened water and baked in wood-fired ovens, Montreal-style bagels. These ain't your average doughy bagels. These are smaller, denser, and chewier, with a slightly sweet flavor that'll have you hooked from the first bite. Now, the secret to a perfect Montreal-style bagel lies in the boiling process. The bagels are boiled in honey-sweetened water before they hit the oven, which gives them their signature flavor and that beautiful glossy crust. And because they're baked in wood-fired ovens, they have a slightly smoky aroma that'll make your mouth water. These bagels are best enjoyed fresh out of the oven, still warm and slightly crispy on the outside. So next time you're in Montreal, or just craving a truly exceptional bagel, skip the supermarket stuff and track down a Montreal-style bagel. Alright, let's talk about a snack that's as Canadian as it gets. And just as divisive, ketchup chips. That's right, potato chips coated in that sweet, tangy, tomatoey goodness we call ketchup. Now I know what you're thinking. Ketchup on chips? That's just wrong. But hear me out, folks. Ketchup chips are like that friend you love to hate. They're messy, they're a little bit weird, but damn, they're addictive. It's that perfect balance of salty and sweet, with a hint of tanginess that'll keep you coming back for more. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Ketchup chips aren't for everyone. Some people think they're an abomination, a crime against potato chips. But for those of us who love them, they're a source of national pride, a uniquely Canadian snack that we'll defend to the death. So, next time you're feeling adventurous and want to try a snack that's uniquely Canadian, grab yourself a bag of ketchup chips. You might just be surprised at how much you love them. Alright folks, we've saved the best for last. The undisputed king of Canadian flavors, the liquid gold that's coveted around the world, Canadian maple syrup. This ain't your Aunt Jemima's corn syrup. This is the real deal, folks. Made from the sap of maple trees, it's pure, unadulterated sweetness that'll make your taste buds sing. Now, making maple syrup is a labor of love. It takes about 40 gallons of maple sap to produce just 1 gallon of syrup. That's why it's so precious, so valuable, so damn delicious. And speaking of putting it on everything, Canadian maple syrup isn't just for pancakes and waffles. Drizzle it on yogurt, use it to glaze roasted vegetables, add it to cocktails. The possibilities are endless. So, next time you're looking for a taste of Canada, reach for the real deal. Canadian maple syrup. Your taste buds will thank you. Well, folks, there you have it. A wild ride through the Great White North, one delicious bite at a time. We dove headfirst into poutine, indulged in buttery tarts, and even braved the great ketchup chip debate. From coast to coast, Canada's food scene is a delicious melting pot of cultures and traditions, and I hope this video inspired you to try something new and exciting. Remember, food is more than just fuel. It's an experience, a celebration of life, and a way to connect with different cultures. So get out there, explore, and don't be afraid to try something new. And hey, if you enjoyed this culinary adventure, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more tasty content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a delicious upload. Until next time, happy eating.